Welcome to
ABC Interactive English.
I am Shane.
And I am Nina. Today we're doing part 2 of Nobody is Perfect.
I feel like this intro already is not perfect.
It's okay.
But that's okay.
We make it work.
It's okay to make mistakes.
It is.
That's the beauty of it. So today I was thinking, I was trying to think of a story to show how I'm not perfect. And I was remembering when I was a teenager, one of the most embarrassing things that ever happened to me. And now that I look at it, I think it's no big deal.
Yeah.
But when you're a teenager, everything is
a big deal.
Feels like a big deal.
Yeah.
So I saw my crush, this girl that I liked so much, and she was across the street.
Yeah.
Right? And all of a sudden, and she never really paid attention to me.
Okay.
And I didn't even know that she knew that I existed. Like I thought, she doesn't even know who I am. And all of a sudden, I was looking across the street and she's waving at me.
Okay.
And I even looked around and, hi. She waved and then she just kind of like looked at me like that.
Like, do I know you?
And then she looked kind of like passed around me. And then I noticed farther behind me, there was some other like older guy who was like, you know, like maybe 2 grades above me. Okay. And she was actually waving at him. And I was so embarrassed after that.
What did you do?
I just felt embarrassed.
Okay, maybe you could have pretended that you were waving at someone else.
Yeah, I should have been, oh no, not you, the other girl over there.
It's okay, Shane, because nobody is perfect, and I'm sure everyone has made a mistake like this at least once.
She probably doesn't remember anyway, because she didn't even know who I was. Okay, let's get into today's lesson.
Okay.
We don't need to be perfect in another way. We don't have to look like or live like others. Their photos are often on the internet, and they look happy and perfect in them. However, that may not be true, so we don't need to compare ourselves to them.
Okay, so we are still talking about Nobody is Perfect.
Yeah.
This is part 2 of Nobody is Perfect. And let's get into this article. Let's see if this article is perfect or not.
Yeah.
Probably not, because the person who wrote this article, they're not perfect either.
Okay.
So I'm not expecting it to be perfect.
Hey, but some things can be perfect.
They could be really good.
They could. Okay.
So let's find out.
Let's find out.
Okay, Nina, you start.
All right. We don't need to be perfect in another way. Okay, so, you know, aside from being yourself or anyone else, like you yourself are perfect,
Just
right?
be yourself. Well, we're not perfect, but you can in a way kind of say that we are perfect if we just change what perfect means.
Yeah.
Perfect just means being yourself, right? Okay, so continuing the article, we don't have to look like or live like others.
Yeah, true.
You don't always have to be comparing yourself to other people and trying to be like them, wishing that you looked like them or that your life is like their life. You know what? Your life is already really great if you just appreciate it.
Exactly. So not just about making mistakes, but also about, you know, how you are, right?
Yeah.
So sometimes we make mistakes, we're not perfect, but also who you are and what other people are like is also perfect in their own way, right? All right. Their photos are often on the internet and they look happy and perfect in them. Okay, so this is other people, right?
Yeah,
you're comparing.
We always compare. We look on Instagram or something like that, and we say that person's life looks so perfect. Look how happy they are in that photo, and look how beautiful they are and everything. But that's just the internet.
Yeah, sometimes it's not real. So you shouldn't feel bad.
Right.
So it's in the photo. A photo is a picture taken with a camera. Okay.
Right.
So for example, we took a photo together.
We did take a photo together. Have we ever taken a photo together?
Yeah, we've taken selfies.
We've taken selfies together, yeah. And I think I looked pretty darn good. I don't know about perfect.
Yeah, well, close enough.
Close enough.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's go to Tina and we'll be right back.
Hello, I'm Tina. 我们今天继续来聊聊接受不完美的自己。我们不需要看起来像别人，也不需要过着和别人一样的生活。那些人的照片常常出现在网络上，而且他们在照片里看起来很快乐又很完美。我们来看看单字 photo 名词照片。I found an old photo behind the bookshelf today. 我今天在书架后面找到一张老照片。Bookshelf 指的就是书架。文法的部分刚刚提到了 in another way， 在另一个方面。way 在这里表示方面、角度。其他常见的用法还有 in many ways， 在很多方面。in the same way， 以同样的方式等等。比如说 if you look at the problem in another way, it might not be that bad。 如果你从另一个角度来看这个问题，它可能就没这么糟糕了。You cannot solve the new problem in the same way. Times have changed. 你不能用同样的方式来解决这个新问题了，时代已经不同了。On the internet， 在网络上，这是一个介系词片语，通常使用 on， 因为 internet 网络被视为一个平台。比如说 Many people like to watch funny cat videos on the internet. 很多人喜欢在网络上看好笑的猫咪影片。接着我们回到课文当中。
Okay, thank you, Tina. So we were talking about how people on the internet look so perfect and happy. But is that always the case?
Well, let's get back to the article. However, that may not be true. All right, so they might not be so happy and as perfect as they look like as they're showing themselves on the internet.
Yeah.
So we don't need to compare ourselves to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really the point. Don't compare yourselves to other people. Just be you. Be yourself.
Yeah.
Compare means to look at two things to see how they are the same or different. So don't worry so much about, am I like this other person? Am I different than this person? Just be the way that you are. And you probably are different. And that's what makes you special.
Indeed.
Yeah, so let's look at an example sentence. Please compare the red apple and the green apple.
One's red and one's green.
Hey, pretty smart, huh?
Yeah. Brains.
She's got good
and
brains.
Beauty.
Brains and beauty. Okay, why don't we go to Tina, who also has the brains and the beauty.
Okay.
别人在照片里看起来快乐又完美，然而那未必是真的，所以我们不需要拿自己和他们比较。我们来看看单字 compare 动词比较。Do not compare your life with others. 不要拿自己的人生去和别人比较。接着我们回到课文当中。
Thank you, Tina. Okay, so we learned that, nobody is perfect, but, you shouldn't compare yourself to others.
Yeah, that's the key part of this part is just don't compare yourself to others.
Indeed.
Just be you, right?
Indeed. All right, let's go to the second part and we will be right back after the break.
Okay.
Instead, we should learn to love and accept ourselves. That includes all our mistakes and weak points. Nothing and nobody is perfect. When we can accept that, we will be happier and have better lives.
Okay, so we shouldn't be comparing ourselves to other people, right?
Yeah.
That's the point.
Everyone is perfect in their own
way. Okay.
Getting into the article, instead, we should learn to love and accept ourselves.
Oh, there you go.
Do you love yourself, Shane?
I do love myself.
That's great. Everyone should.
Most of the time. Sometimes I get a little bit angry at myself. and wish that I could do better. But, that's okay. I accept that about myself.
That's great.
And I still love myself.
That's great.
Okay, continuing. That includes all our mistakes and weak points. See? So I was saying that I do sometimes make mistakes. I know I have weak points. I realize that, but I accept it.
Yeah.
I accept that that's just part of being a human.
Yes.
And that we're all going to make mistakes and all have weak points. So when we say something is weak, that just means that's an adjective and it means not strong.
Yeah.
So something is it's not like a strong point, right? It's a weak point.
Yes.
Okay? After being sick, she felt weak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, when you're healthy, you feel nice and strong. But when you're sick, you just feel, I can't even lift my arms. I feel so weak.
All
okay.
right. And we have
another vocabulary word. Why don't you take this one?
And we have another word, point. You said weak point, right? So
Right.
in this case, it's a specific detail or a part of someone's character. Okay. For example, he is a good man, but he has one weak point. I wonder what that is.
I know. It makes me very interested, huh?
Yeah.
What's his weak point?
I guess we'll figure it out after going to Tina.
Okay.
相反的，我们应该学着去爱自己和接纳自己，那包括我们所有的错误和弱点。我们来看看单字 weak 形容词，能力等弱的、差的。Sam is weak in English grammar. Sam 的英文文法很弱 ，grammar 指的就是文法。Point 名词，特点、特质。Being a good listener is one of Mary's best points. 善于倾听是 Mary 最好的特点之一。接着我们回到课文当中。
Okay, thank you, Tina.
Thanks, Tina.
Yes, the perfect Tina.
The perfect Tina, yeah.
Perfect but imperfect, like everybody.
Did we ever figure out what was wrong with that man?
No, we didn't.
We don't know.
Maybe he was just perfect.
We know he has a weak point. No, he had a weak point
Okay.
somewhere. Okay, continue.
All right, let's get into it. Nothing and nobody is perfect.
Okay.
So nothing is a pronoun and it means not anything. So zero, right?
Okay, yeah.
For example, there is nothing in the box. Okay, so nothing and nobody is perfect.
Right, yeah. So, there's like your phone, like even though you have a really smartphone, it's not perfect. The battery dies sometimes, it gets hot.
Yeah.
Sometimes, not even things are perfect. People are not perfect. There's just no such thing as perfection.
But you can
So
see
perfection
something.
is the noun.
Yes.
So after learning all this about perfect and this adjective, we can learn that the noun is perfection. So there is no such thing as perfection.
But we can describe things as perfect.
We do.
If it's
We do
good
that
enough,
often.
right?
Yeah, and what we just mean is that we're very satisfied with
Yeah.
that thing.
And we're not going to pick on the little things that are wrong with
Especially when somebody does something for you or gives
Yeah.
you something. You say, oh no, this is perfect. Thank
Exactly.
you. Just
There's
what I needed.
nothing wrong.
Yeah, okay. All right, continuing. When we can accept that, we will be happier and have better lives.
Yes.
Okay, that's true. If we can just accept that nothing is perfect, then,
You'll be happier.
yeah, because you have less expectations.
Indeed.
And you won't be disappointed.
People say expectations are the thief of joy.
The thief of joy.
Yes.
I've never heard people say that.
Really?
But now I
Expectation
have.
is a thief of joy.
Well, thank you for that, and we've all learned something. Okay, let's go to Tina. We'll be right back.
Okay.
没有任何人事物是完美的。当我们能接受这一点时，我们会更快乐，生活也会更美好。我们来看看单字 nothing 代名词，无事无物。Nothing can stop us from going on our trip next week. 没有任何事情能阻挡我们下周去旅行。接着我们回到课文当中。
Well, I definitely think that we've learned one thing, and I think that they really did a pretty good job. I almost want to say a perfect job of telling us about how important it is that we don't try to go after being perfect.
Yes.
So this article, both days, we learned all about how things are not perfect.
Yeah.
It's okay to accept ourselves and all of our mistakes. And I think that is the perfect way to look at life.
Indeed. And that way you'll be a lot happier.
Okay, so let's review the article again, and we'll see you next time.
All right.
Bye-bye.
See you then. Bye.
We don't need to be perfect in another way. We don't have to look like or live like others. Their photos are often on the internet, and they look happy and perfect in them. However, that may not be true, so we don't need to compare ourselves to them. Instead, we should learn to love and accept ourselves. That includes all our mistakes and weak points. Nothing and nobody is perfect. When we can accept that, we will be happier and have better lives.
我们来复习一下这一课的重点单字跟文法。单字的部分 ，photo 名词照片 ，compare 动词比较 ，weak 形容词能力等弱的差的 ，point 名词特点特质 ，nothing 代名词无事无物。接着我们来看文法的部分 ，in another way 在另一个方面。In many ways， 在很多方面。In the same way， 以同样的方式。Greg thinks about one thing in many ways。Greg 会从许多角度去思考一件事。They do not see the question in the same way。他们对这个问题的看法不一致。On the internet， 在网络上。I always read the news on the internet。我一向都是在网络上看新闻。以上就是这一课的重点单字跟文法，我们下一课再见，拜拜。
The word waterfront refers to land, streets, or parts of a town that lie directly alongside a body of water, such as the ocean, rivers, lakes, or harbors. Today, we're going to visit Kangqiao Waterfront Park, a beautiful place that is well worth a visit. Kangqiao Waterfront Park is located behind the NCHU Sports Stadium and borders Dali District. It features a Cambridge-style riverside with a scenic bridge, often compared to the riverside scenery in Cambridge, England. The Taichung city government often hosts music festivals and other events in the park. Residents come here to fish or take a stroll. At night, the arch-shaped bridge is lit with colorful lights, and its reflections on the river attract many photographers. Dragon boat races have been held here during the Dragon Boat Festival. The park also serves as a training and activity site for canoeists. The river is ideal for canoeing, and NCHU offers related courses as part of its sports programs. Combining natural scenery with recreational use, the park has become an important part of local leisure life. Whether you visit Kangqiao Waterfront Park during the day or at night, there's always something worth seeing and doing. Be sure to stop by next time you're in the area.